Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome all of you back to a return to form, ladies and gentlemen, a return to reality, and, ladies and gentlemen, the start of something absolutely unprecedented. Now, for some of those who are slightly unaware, we are now exactly 18 months away and 1 week until the dawn of RageCon 3. But first, ladies and gentlemen, we have got to get to RageCon 3. And to do that, not only am I going to have to go through the next 18 months, but also the next 18 months have got to go through me. Now, for those uninitiated, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps I should best introduce myself. My name is Jimmy Frank. I've been making YouTube videos now for the best part of 4 years. Not too much success, unfortunately, but to be honest, the sort of people I've come to meet, the sort of things I've come to learn, the sort of things that have happened in the last 4 years, they are priceless. You can't put a price on something that's special. Now, I wasn't planning to come back to YouTube for a very long time because the reason why I left in the first place is because a YouTuber by the name of Quantum TV was striking down anybody who would talk about his Elden Ring reviews, and a person who has a very long track record of homophobia, also battering out religious quotes as though they were some way an excusable reason for why he said the things that he said. Constantly says more and more people should have been involved in the Pulse nightclub shootings, which took place during 2016 in Orlando, in the state of Florida. A person who abuses YouTube's copyright system, gets many videos taken down of other YouTubers, and in particular, the Act Man who got his entire channel demonetized because of the actions of Quantum TV. Now, because of what happened, and because I was absolutely sick to my stomach of this offense as well, I decided I was going to take a leave from YouTube for a while. Call it, as you will, industrial action, going on strike. Which, if you live in the UK, going on strike has been something a very popular phrase or expression in the last number of weeks. But goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, they say that sometimes you simply have to do what you think is right. And the right thing for me to do was to take my camera, take my ball, as it will, and go home. Because, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, it's one thing to take your ball and go home. It's another thing to simply stay where you are and have no choice but to play with bullies. That's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what Quantum TV really is. He is a bully. And I've dealt with my fair share of bullies in my time, ladies and gentlemen. And a constant sort of recurring theme comes about with all of them, and how I've managed to deal with bullies over the years. You have to stand up to them. And that's what I'm doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, because I am standing up for myself. I will not be bullied. I will not be intimidated. I will not be made to feel scared to do the things that I want to do. I will not be made to feel weak, intimidated, mocked, disgraced, or in any way, shape or form that makes me think that I have absolutely no right to continue doing what I'm doing. Nobody has that authority, and nobody can ever take that away from me. That glory will always be mine. Now, for some of you who may be also a little bit on the more uninitiated side, you probably caught on that I was diagnosed with Aspergers Syndrome from when I was 2 years old in the year 2000. It's something I'm very proud of. In fact, it's sort of, if you've ever seen any of my previous videos, you probably might be aware that it's sort of, you can sort of notice it a bit, but it's what's helped shape me in how I learn about the world and what my response is to certain things that happen throughout the world. It's a lens, ladies and gentlemen. It helps me see a little bit more clearer, which is a good thing because I've never really needed glasses, and my eyesight is just, it's good. Well, how well can you rate eyesight anyway? So, getting back to the matter at hand, we are now approaching the end of June. It's currently June 25th. And what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is get back onto YouTube. Get myself back in the saddle. Get myself back in the driver's position. Get into the fast lane. And I will take on all comers. I will take on anybody who tries to put me down, take my stuff away from me. I will fight the fight, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. It is about fighting the good fight. And Quantum TV, because I know you always love checking out videos that mention you, and I know you're probably watching this, staring your fat face into the monitor looking at me, so make sure you understand. Because I've talked about you before, and maybe then you'll probably decide to actually listen to what I've got to say. In fact, you know what? Most of the time, I wish everybody listened to exactly what I've got to say, because that's like another problem with my Aspergers, ladies and gentlemen, is that sometimes there are many things that I just cannot quite understand, because I don't pretend my videos are great or anything, but I do them because it's mostly for fun. But as years have sort of like gone by, I've ceased really to see the fun in them. However, if doing what I'm doing is what it takes, then that's what I'm going to do. And you're probably going to see that firsthand. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, change is coming. That's the best way I could describe what's coming, is that change is coming. And change is always something that I've never particularly had a great deal of liking towards, because most of the time it's because of change happens that is completely out of my control. But now it's my turn to be in control. And as long as I keep going, ladies and gentlemen, as long as I'm still here, I'm going to take back control. I am not going to be bullied or intimidated, like I've mentioned before. But now, ladies and gentlemen, now we take that and we go with it. That's exactly what the motif of the next couple of months is mostly going to look like. It is going to be me in control, saying the things I want to say, doing the things I want to do, and making sure that I enjoy the rest of my life, whether I like it or not. I know that's a bit of an oxymoron, ladies and gentlemen, but you know what? That's how I feel, because in here, I know that's right. And like I said before, sometimes you've only got to do what you think is right. And I think the right thing for me to do right now is to get back to work, and to show bullies like Quantum, to show the millions, because there are millions of people on this earth, ladies and gentlemen, just like Quantum TV, is that they cannot get away with doing that sort of stuff to the Act Man, to me, and to you. So let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to reality. Let's get back in the saddle. Let's get back to what we do best.